Hi everyone, welcome to your Pilates class. So today we're using ankle weights, either 1 or 2 kilos, your preference, it's up to you. And we'll be working our abdominals, obliques, and our legs throughout this class. So all you're gonna need is a mat, your weights, and let's get started. So we're gonna start lying down on our back. All the way down, bringing yourself into a neutral spine. So nice natural curve underneath the lower back, keeping the tailbone down. Just bring the hands down by the side, shoulder blades down and back, palms facing down. Take a deep breath in. We're going to lift one leg up into a tabletop position. And then as you exhale, extend the leg away. Really try and squeeze through the front of the thigh. Take an inhale to bring the leg back. Exhale to lower it down. So we're going to alternate sides. Inhale to come up, point through the toes. Exhale to extend as you squeeze through the thigh. Inhale to come back. Exhale to lower. So each breath is a movement that'll slow the movement down. That way you can focus on the activation through the thigh, engaging through the abdominals. So this is just warming up the abdominals and the thighs, getting us ready for the class. Try not to flare through the ribs as you extend the leg away. So you're not arching through the back or flaring through the ribs. You're drawing the ribs towards the hips to keep that spine in neutral. If you feel that your back's arching, just extend up towards the ceiling. You don't need to come all the way down close towards the mat. Two more on each side. We're staying soft through the shoulders. Trying not to press down too much on the hands. We want to bring our activation to our abdominals and our thighs. Last one. And then just gently rest all the way down. All right, let's imprint the spine. So we're going to use our abdominals to draw our lower back down towards the mat, come up into an imprinted spine tabletop position. Feet and knees are hip distance apart, toes are pointed. Take a deep breath in, the hands are still rested gently down by the side. As you exhale, tap one toe down. Inhale, come back. So you instantly feel that core activation because of the weights. Exhale, tap the other toes down. Inhale to come back. So if you feel your back is arching too much, you can bring the knees a little bit closer. Try and keep that tailbone down though. Or you can just go to tap halfway. So you don't have to come the whole way. If you want to make this harder, extend further away. So really try and tap towards the edge of the mat. Exhale to tap. Now you're really trying to draw the ribs down towards the hips as you tap, because when you're up in tabletop, it's going to be a lot easier to arch through the back. So we're really engaging through the core here to prevent that, to keep our back safe. So you're going to make it a little bit harder now. If this is enough for you, just stay here. But if not, bring the hands behind the head, elbows wide, and curl the body up. So make sure the head's nice and heavy in the hands. The chin's tucked in. You're really lifting that upper back off the mat. Keep trying to press the navel towards the spine. So then that way you're really engaging through the core. You're also engaging through the lower abdominals. And every time you lower the leg down, try and squeeze that inner thigh. Keep the elbows wide. Two more on each side. Keep going, keep breathing through this exercise as it gets hard. Last one on each side. And then staying here, take a deep breath in. You're going to extend one leg away. Inhale, come back. Exhale, extend the other leg. So really try and squeeze through that thigh now as you extend the leg away. If you want to make it easier, you can do this with the head down. Okay, so just make sure that knee comes back in line with the hip. The lower you extend that leg down, the harder it will be. So if you want to make it easier, extend up towards the ceiling. Two more on each side. Really try and lift up here as you get tired. Well done. And then just gently bring the legs back to tabletop, lower all the way down, feet come all the way down as well. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit more now into some inner thigh work. So just place your hands all the way down by the side, extend both legs away. We're going to go into our single leg circle. So working that inner thigh and the lower abdominals. So make sure the spine's in neutral here, you're not tucking the pelvis under, and extend one leg up towards the ceiling. Rotate the knee away from the hip joint. You're going to bring the leg across to the opposite side, sweep around and come back up to that start position. So we're coming across and sweeping. So try and keep the knee rotated the whole movement. So we're externally rotating, we're just working a little bit through the inner thigh all the way through to the pelvic floor. And then try to keep the hips pointed directly up towards the ceiling. So you're not lifting the hip up or the buttocks or anything like that. You're purely just working through that leg that's moving. Okay, I'll give you the easier option here because it does get really challenging. You can bend the knee and do smaller circles, and you can also bend that other knee as well. So that'll just take some tension off the abdominals. If you want that challenge, keep going. Keep pointing through the toes. 4 more. Last one. And then just lower that leg all the way down. Let's do the other side. So extend the leg away, point through the toes, rotate the knee away from the hip joint, come across and circle around. Across and circle. Really engaging through the core. There's a lot of abdominal work here. Even though you're working that leg and moving that leg, you're really trying to engage through the core to keep everything stable. Okay, keep breathing. Easier option here, bending through the knee, smaller circles, and bending that other leg. So there's a few options for you, taking it at your own pace. 4 more to go. And 3. Nice big circles if you can. 2. And 1. Lower all the way down. Well done. Okay, so back to some more leg work. Well done. All right, so we're going to take it into our pelvic curl now. So we're going to focus on the back of the legs. Also the abdominals, always the abdominals in every exercise. So bring the hands down by the side, open up the chest, draw the shoulder blades down and back. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart and the knees are hip distance apart. All right, so we've got to get our posture and everything correct first before we go into the movement so we can get the best out of our exercises. So the toes are pointed straight ahead. We're going to tuck the pelvis under and slowly start curling up. So we're curling up from our middle to upper back. So from lower middle to upper back. Press up to the top, have a long line with your shoulder, hip and knee, squeeze through the buttocks, and then really engage through the core as you scoop through the belly and curl all the way down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, curl, lift, press up through those heels, really try and maintain the knees in line with the hips so they don't roll in, and then curl all the way down, squeezing through the buttocks the whole time. Taking it nice and slow, we've got 3 more. Last 2. Keep those hips in line with each other. So one hip's not dropping down, they're staying exactly the same, they're staying in line. Last one, hold it up nice and high. So we're going to lift one leg up in this position, lower the hips down, exhale, lift back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Keep those hips stacked. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up here, bend through the knee, tap the toes down, lift back up. Exhale, tap, inhale, lift. We've got 5 more. Keep going, keep pressing up through that stabilizing leg. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up, then lower down, press up through that heel, extend the other leg up. So we're going to lower down, tap, lift back up. lower down, tap, lift up, 5 more. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 4 to go. And 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, bend through the knee, tap down, and come back up to that tabletop position. Tap and lift. Exhale, tap, inhale, lift. 5 more. Stay on those shoulder blades for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way up, lower that heel down, press both heels up, squeeze through the buttocks. Take a deep breath in. We're going to open the knees and close them. So bring them back in line with the hips, not too far in. Exhale, open. Inhale to come back. Keep pressing through the heels. Try not to drop the hips as you open the knees. 5 more. Last 2. And 1. Bring those knees back, and then we're going to curl down 1 vertebrae at a time. Well done. Okay, we're going to go into some obliques and still working those legs as well, because we've got those weights there that's going to make it a lot harder. So we're going to come up into a tabletop position. Make sure the feet and the knees are hip distance apart. Place the hands behind the head, elbows wide. So engage through the core, really set yourself up. So we're really staying nice and active through the core the whole time. Then take an inhale. As you exhale, curl and rotate to the opposite knee. Take a breath in as you lower down through the center. Exhale, curl, rotate to the other side. Keeping that chin tucked in, elbows wide. So the shoulders coming towards the knee, not the elbow. That's it. If you want to make it harder, just curl up higher. Really try and curl up, drawing the rib toward the hips. 2 more on each side. Last one, but we're not out of it yet. We're going to curl and rotate as we just did, but extend the free leg away, okay? That's where the inner thigh work comes in. Inhale, lower, exhale, curl, rotate, extend that other leg away. So you're always rotating towards the bent knee, and then the other leg extends away. Try and squeeze through that thigh as you extend it away. Keep the elbows wide. Keep lifting. Take breaks if you need to, always, if it gets too hard. 2 more on each side. We're nearly there. Last one. And then rest all the way down. Good work, everyone. Okay, let's take it into a stretch. So we're going to extend one leg up towards the ceiling, and then just take the back of the calf. If that's too much, if you've got to press up and keep the tailbone off the mat, then just grab the back of the thigh, because you want to keep the tailbone down. And then you can just use that weight to help you go into that stretch. And then the harder option from here is extending the other leg away. Stay soft through the shoulders. 2 more breaths. And then bring that knee in nice and close to the chest. We're going to take the opposite hand onto that knee and slowly roll the body or one side of the body to the opposite side. So the knee's just coming down. You're going to open up through the shoulder, open up through the arm, and draw the shoulder blade down and back. Stay open through the chest. Using that hand that's pressing onto the knee to press it down more to take yourself into that stretch. It's all stretching from here now. So take an inhale and bring that leg back. We'll finish on this side now. So extend the other leg up, take yourself into a hamstring stretch. Really try and use that weight to help you come into that stretch. And then if you want to make it harder, extend the other leg away. And we just want to hold it here. Just maintaining a nice posture, drawing the shoulder blades down onto the mat as much as you can. Always want to stretch in a nice posture so that we can create a nice neutral spine when we're not doing Pilates, and good posture throughout. Take an inhale, bring that knee in nice and close, and then the opposite hand will take it as you slowly lower it down to the opposite side, opening up the arm, drawing the shoulder blade down and back. And then a deep breath in to slowly come all the way back. Good work, making your way up to a seated position to finish. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today for our Pilates class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one.